Greetings, hello, and welcome, everyone. Steps, welcome. Hello, hello. Alfie, welcome, welcome. Glad to see some people are here. Glad people like the intro song. Hey, Riley Dom, greetings, welcome. We are just getting set up here. My name is Brendan, for anyone that doesn't know. You can see that down below right there. This channel here is DevChatter. I want to welcome everyone that's showing up here in the chat. Always nice to see friendly people when we get started. I will give our brief intro to our channel, what we do here. We do live coding streams here pretty much all the time. We have a reasonable amount of community contributions. Our community is actually fantastic, so all these people in chat are really, really amazing. We absolutely love them here. That's actually what makes DevChatter great, is we have a really friendly and helpful community. To that point, if you want to be able to chat with us more, we do have a Discord. I didn't start my bot. I just derped that, and I can't even do my derp because, you know, the bot's not even running. So we will get that started and see what happens there. Hang on one second. Why am I getting a bunch of text messages? Who are they from? They're from my brother. I will ignore those. Sorry, brother. He occasionally watches the stream even, so he might have even heard me say that. Okay, so back to the quick explanation. So here on the channel, we do a lot of ASP.NET Core application development. We do a lot of JavaScript. We do a lot of C#. We've done some console applications in .NET Core. We generally just like to work on projects. So the code that we write, generally speaking, is kept out on GitHub at github.com/devchatter. There are a couple of things we don't put out there. That's usually when we have a day where all we're doing is like a kata or programming exercise or something like that. That's usually when it won't end up out on GitHub. But for the most part, our code will be out there, and you can find it pretty easily. Yes, Ace Flames here, daytime stream, not for Austria. That is true. It's an evening stream for most of Europe that we do here. But yes, this is one of the earlier streams, as Ace Flames here is alluding to. On Thursdays, we start about 2 hours earlier than we do on Mondays and Tuesdays. So, hence the early start here. Okay, so, yeah, I do like the timing of this stream. It's just, you gotta remember, this is right at my lunchtime, so I shift my day earlier to do this one. But I wanted to make sure that my stream, I want to be consistent, so that's why we always start within that 2-hour time frame is kind of the goal. So, like, there's a 2-hour window when the stream's gonna start. But it gives me a little bit of wiggle room, so if people can't, you know, show up to our normal stream time, they might be able to make this one, and vice versa. So that's the reason why we have a little bit of a shift. Okay, so where was I? We're going to look at this code. So I have both VS Code and Visual Studio running. This is VS 2019, and we're going to take a look at our project. If you follow me on Twitter, you will have noticed that I commented that we were going to do a little bit of GitHub stuff first, and then we were going to start writing code. So here's the two things we're going to take a look at on GitHub. Number one, we have a pull request to merge in from S&B. So S&B's here in the chat, so thanks for sending the pull request, S&B. We did a little bit of a review of it, but I kind of want to talk to everybody else about it before we bring it in. So here's the basic idea. This is adding a GraphQL endpoint. So essentially it's like it's adding a querying language endpoint. So an API essentially you can call in a fairly advanced way. So instead of having just a simple API, you can have a whole I guess interface for this that can get you access to a lot of different data, and you define it. So that is what this is. We made a couple of changes. We reviewed it a little bit. This is the basic stuff that's here. Hang on. We don't want to look at the clients, stuff like that. We want to run... so a bunch of models are defined for it and things like that you can access. I was going to find the example of what one looked like. You know what? I'll just run it in a minute. Here, we'll run it. I have it pulled locally. Let's take a look. Alright. So I'm going to pull up the UI playground, which is this one. So, oh, that's fun. So here is the deal with this. The UI playground actually gives you the chance to have a spot to just call the API manually. So it's kind of like if you built in your own postman directly into this. So that's kind of the idea here. Hey, the Michael Jolly, welcome. So rather than having to pull up your own postman, you can just go ahead and put this up and go to this page. Now, I do want to cite one thing here. In order to have this work, UI/playground, right here, it is defined in our startup file here, just saying, hey, you know, use the GraphQL playground, and it's listed right there. So that's kind of how that one works. Yes, we don't have any tests that cover this right now, thanks. So this right here sets that up. We're probably going to switch this so like and in production, which actually let's just put this in here. Actually, we could just put it in. We'll put in a thing that restricts this to being only on the local environment. We only want this when we are in dev mode. We don't want everything to include the UI playground. We don't want that in production. Yeah, the Michael Jolly, I agree. I absolutely want to have this out there and live. So here's the idea. So you define queries kind of like this. So this is a fairly advanced query that pulls in a bunch of different stuff. And this is the data that it ends up pulling in. So it pulls in a lot of different stuff. It pulls in channel, it pulls in the schedule, tags. So if you want to be able to pull a whole bunch of information about a channel, this is the public way that you will be able to do it from our site. Because we both want our site to be a place where people go to get the data, but we also think that there is a good amount of stuff that people are going to want to build that accesses this and can run off of it the same way. So if you want to be able to do this, this is sort of the plan. Make data available so people can support the live streaming community. Now, I know someone out there is wondering, wait, hang on, what is this website you're building? Okay, what is the website we're building? So the website we're building is, we just call it DevStreams right now, that's just our code name for it. It is essentially a site for finding out information about various live streams. So the main things, if you want to find a new channel that you're interested in, you would go here, and we're going to make this all filterable and, tag searching, fun stuff. So we need to just make this a find the channel I'm interested in finding kind of place. So filter by tags, filter by channel name. If you can't quite remember what the name is, but you remember part of it, will help you search for the one that you wanted. That's a live coding stream. For tags, you could search based on things like what programming language they use and stuff like that. In addition to that, you might be looking for channels because, hey, I want to watch something while I'm at work, might be what you say. So you can pull it up based on a schedule, and you can find, what stuff is streaming. Now, we need to make these actually look nice, but this does pull back the scheduled data. So we have United Kingdom selected right now, so essentially it pulls back. This is pulling back all the streams that will be on April 11th in the United Kingdom. And yes, I apologize, everyone that looks at that date and goes, what? No, that's the 4th of November. No, I promise you it isn't. Well, welcome to different calendar displays culturally around the world. Us developers usually like to have things printed year, month, day, but that's because we're absolutely crazy and we like the fact that it sorts. At least I know I do. Okay, so that's the stuff that we've got here. I actually think that this is pretty much ready to merge in, and I think I might do that, except maybe we should make it so that that only shows up in the development environment. So I am actually going to wrap this in the same concept here. So our UI playground will only be here if our environment is development. So essentially only locally are you going to have access to the UI playground. Everyone else is just going to have to hit the GraphQL endpoint directly and not have that convenient postman interface. That ought to work. Let's confirm, actually, before I do that. This should rebuild and rerun that site. And if I go to /UI/playground, it still comes up. Okay, so I haven't confirmed that it doesn't if it's not, but I'm not going to go and switch it so that I'm not, in the development environment. Because it's a pain in the rear, I'm pretty sure that works. I really should figure out a nice way of getting some automated testing on those. Let's see, UI, playground, in development, only on development environment. Okay, so we will push that up to the pull request, merge it in, and continue on with the project. Talking of tag searching, I'm currently doing a tag filtering on a site now. Riley Dom, like for work or a side project? Because if you're doing tag filtering kind of stuff right now, you should lend us your fresh expertise on that. Because I have not done tag filtering in, it's been years at least since I've actually had to write anything that did tag filtering. So it's not fresh in my mind exactly what the best ways are to do it. Which, we'll make it work all the same, but if we had someone that actually has done it recently, that would at least be useful. If not doing it, as a pull request, at least offering some guidance and suggestions. Alright, so I'm ready to merge this in because I want to get this in here now rather than continue to have this be a separate piece. So let's go ahead and do that. Merge. Alright, SNB, you can delete your branch now. No longer necessary. Alright, next thing I'm going to do, if we go back out here, I'm sure when I went to this page the first time, everybody probably noticed this big yellow box that popped up here that is yelling at us because we have a version of ASP.NET Core that a security vulnerability is identified for and it wants us to upgrade. So I made a quick branch that upgraded all of our NuGet packages. Yes, I did the dreaded NuGet package update branch that everyone is afraid of, and it can't automatically merge. So I'm going to grab it locally, and we're going to find out what the heck is going on with it, because I must have conflicted with SNB somewhere on there, which is totally cool. Let's open up the Git shell. Git shell. I promise I know how to type. Promise. Alright. There we go. CD DevChatter. What is it? OnStream. And DevStreams project. And I want to first off just pull just to make sure we've got everything. Actually, let me go grab master and make sure it's actually fetched. Oh, that's wrong. Pull dev. I forgot. We switched over to that. Henrik/package update. And now what I want to do, and I apologize, that font is kind of small, so if you can't see that, all I've done so far is I just made sure that all my branch was up to date, and now I'm on our package update branch, and what I'm going to do is, since this literally is just a, I think it's a single commit of the updates to those NuGet package version numbers. So we're just upgrading to new versions of these packages. So a rebuild, and I tested things and it seems like it's still working. So as long as the changes that we got from S&B don't cause any NuGet package breaking, funniness, we should be good. So let's rebase onto dev and we'll find out what happens. So if you don't know what a rebase does, essentially all it does is it looks at your branch as a set of changes which is all a branch is, and it takes those changes and it reapplies them as if you had a different starting point. So the thought there being, we started on the dev branch before that pull request had been merged in. We now want to apply these changes again after it happened. So essentially like I did the commits now instead of when I actually did them, which was yesterday. So let's take a look. What did it say was broken? Actually, I'll just look here. It'll show me. There it is. So those changes are fine, but the WebStreams project, something went wrong. So let's take a look. So the web project, it's this one. There it is. Great. All right, so what do we have here? You know what? So looking at this, I think what I'm going to do in terms of this is I'm going to tell it to accept both, and then I'm going to see which ones I now have a duplicate of. So this is a duplicate. That's a duplicate. That's a duplicate. And that's a duplicate. And that's a duplicate. And all the unhighlighted ones are the newer versions? The answer to that question is yes. Okay. So now we have essentially just updated the versions. No, I'm not going to restore the packages just yet. Just wait! Sheesh. Alright, so now what we have to do is I do a git add, and I specify the file that we just corrected the change. So you can do add or you can do stage, it doesn't matter. They functionally do the same thing. VS Code really is impatient sometimes, I agree, S&B. So now we stage that commit, and that's sort of the way of telling Git, hey, yeah, that conflict I just had, no, I resolved that, it's staged and ready for us to continue. So that's kind of the way of telling it, hey, I'm done messing with that file. And now I can say git rebase -- continue. And that will tell it, hey, go ahead, apply any more steps and wrap up if you're done. So in this case, since it was our only commit, it is going to just accept that and call it good. Someone's going to laugh about this one. So I am actually going to now just force push my change up there because it literally is just the changing of these files. It is a single commit that I'm actually sending up, I happen to know. And let's try running this site. So DevStreams, let's go ahead and see what you do. All right. Whoops. Why is that project unloaded? Reload the project. Come on. I figured it would have reloaded after we made those changes in the in VS Code. It must not have figured out that we modified the file. Okay, so site generally seems to be working. It's not like horribly broken right now. Janner1, and I don't remember the password. Is that it? Hey, I guess the password. I didn't have to copy paste it this time. Oh, that's success right there. Okay, so looks like the site, generally speaking, is probably working. I didn't totally bork it when I did that. It was a fairly minimal NuGet package update. Basically, all we did was upgrade ASP.NET Core. No, SNB, that's not. It's actually this. That's actually what the password was. It has a capital letter, it's got a lowercase letter, it's got a number, and it's got a symbol. What do you mean? It's super secure, guys. That's how you make super secure passwords. Does anyone here know anything about C++ threading for parallelization? Physics, please. Someone probably does. I have not had to deal with threading in C++ in a lot of years. The last time I was seriously using C++, I think, was over a decade ago. So, yeah, we do have some people that might know. You feel free to check out our Discord if you want to chat with some people over there. Why the heck? What? Oh, right. Oh, I'm an idiot. I totally forgot. Okay, you're all going to laugh about this one. I was just like, why isn't the bot working? So the stupid thing being, when I restarted the DevStreams site, I actually nuked the whole IIS server to do it, and so that's why the bot stopped working there. So that was on me. Yeah, I totally did that. Like, why isn't this working? Why? Hang on. Where's the edit screen? There it is. Hang on. We're gonna derp. There we go. Excellent. We had a derp there, and then we couldn't derp our derp because the overlay wasn't actually set up yet. Yeah, so SNB, the problem is the overlay has to reconnect, and you got to remember we have an increasing amount of time that it waits. So the first time it tries to reconnect is only 30 seconds, but it was probably going to wait minutes there before it reconnected, so I manually did it. And welcome, Simon, and also Physics, welcome as well. And if anybody else said something in chat and I didn't welcome you, you are still welcome here, as we do like having you here all the same. So let's click that. Okay, so this time it's able to merge. I'm going to create this, so upgrading NuGet packages to Core 2.2. Before I do that, let me check through everything real fast. I'm going to see if this will open up properties for all of these. Nope. It opened that window. That is not what I wanted. Okay. Coated Beard. 10 months. Whoa! That's awesome. Good afternoon and welcome. That is a crazy amount of time to be subbed. That is really, really sweet. Which actually reminds me, I forget which sub badges we're allowed to get as a Twitch affiliate. I know you have the 6-month badge with the little adolescent dinosaur that's not in the egg, and and then I have the 1-year badge. It's the like smiling guy. It's this one, this, and I don't remember if there's a 9-month badge for us. I think there is one for the partners, but I don't remember if we got it or not. So, Net Standard 2.0, that's correct. That's what we want. Net Standard 2.0, that's correct. I just want to check project versions. Net Standard 2.0, yep. Net Standard 2.0, that looks good. Net Standard 2.0, okay. And Net Standard 2.0, fantastic. This will not be. This is going to be Net Core App 2.2, that's correct. This one should be as well, Net Core App 2.2. And then the test client that SNB set up is a Net Core App 2.2. Fantastic, that is perfect. So all those are what we want now. They're all 2.2s or Net Standard 2.0. And if that part confused you... Oh, I broke my neck. No. Hey, Crimson, welcome. Uh, 13 months! Hey! That's pretty good. So, welcome. 9 months is available for affiliates, 2 to 8 years for partner. The Michael Jolly, that's awesome. In that case, I will have to make sure that we get set up with a 9-month and a 12-month. That's actually a very important thing. So, let's show everybody what that looks like, because it's actually kind of neat. Echo Strike. Not 9 months of subscription on a 2-month streak. Welcome back. Yeah, it's not quite the Bit Wars dungeon, but yeah. Oh man, we've got the sub train going today. That is some hype right there. That actually reminds me, there's a couple of things I want to build related to that, which I will show you all when we do it. Let me show you the fun stuff that they actually do, because I know we have some people that are interested in live streaming, generally speaking, on Twitch. So this is like the affiliate dashboard thing. So it's just this affiliate section here, and what they do is they have loyalty badges right here. Ah, yes, I have a 9-month badge. So this is our subscriber badge. That's our 3-month badge, 6-month. And I kind of want to adjust our 9-month badge to be the 1-year badge and change our 1 year to be the next one up. So let me see if I can do that real fast. DevChatter, streaming, badges. Oh, do you guys have your grabbers? Oh man, do you guys not have your grabbers? Oh man, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, hang on. Wait for this. This is gonna be good. Oh man, everybody's gonna be jealous. That's gonna be that one. That one. And that one. There we go. So I'm gonna save those changes. So there we go. I don't know if they. I don't know if this is pending approval or if it's live like now. But now the 9-month subscriber should have a little grabber in his hand, and the 6-month doesn't have it yet. And then the 1 year is the smiling guy. And then once we get partner, I have another one that goes there. So that is perfect. Does anybody have that? Anybody have that grabber? Oh, wait, oh, SNB doesn't have it. SNB's badge isn't showing yet. It's not showing on my screen for SNB. Hang on. I don't see a badge at all right now. And SNB. Let me refresh my page. Maybe that's the problem. Someone that's got a 9-month badge, go ahead and say something like SNB, because you should have one. Oh, yep, Echo Strike has his, so a refresh seemed to do it. There you go. Yep, SNB's got the 9-month badge, so awesome. That is neat. There's the new badges, y'all. Good stuff. And if you are wondering, oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, Crimson said something. I need another one of you 9-month. One of you say something again. What? Refresh. Come on. Oh yeah. So SNB can see it on his now that he's doing that. But yeah, they are showing up. So we've got our new badges out there. So that's cool. I'm gonna call that good to go. And essentially all we did in this change, we've had some upgraded version numbers, and that is basically it. And the project still works, so that is good. We did not do a significant change. We went from Core 2.1 to Core 2.2, so not a huge change. So hence why I'm not gonna spend a ton of time reviewing and making sure that that's just perfect, because if a bug does come from that, first off, this isn't the production site, this is the development site, and we've got plenty of time to fix it if something does come up, but we do want to be on a newer version of .NET Core anyway. And when 3.0 launches for real, as like, you know, it's out and not a preview, we will absolutely be switching to that almost immediately. So let's jump back to the project. Hey, the Michael Jolly! Yes, congratulations to the 9-monthers and their new badges. The Michael Jolly's gonna have to settle for his 3-month badge, still sitting in that egg a little bit there. But thank you very much for the 100 biddies, and now you solidly have that gold. As the previous holders of the golden badge only put in a bid or two apiece. Yeah, exactly, the Michael Jolly. They grow up eventually, and then they become tool users. You didn't have that gold badge long there. It has been stolen. As people fight over having the best flare in the channel. Oh, yeah. Nice round numbers. Yep, see, and the competition has begun. I have been in these wars with Crimson Green in the past, where we were fighting over that gold medallion. Okay, let's take a look at some of the issues and see what we can do in this code base, though. We do need to do that at some point, but I don't want to do it just yet. Milestones, MVP. What is left in here that we've said should be in the MVP? View scheduled streams of a channel. We do need to do that. Yeah, have good work, the Michael Jolly. Hopefully you've got us on in the background for entertainment while you work. Slaps. We don't have a bit boss, Crimson. View all channels. Yeah, okay. So we can view the channels, but we're not doing much with them. So let's take a look at some of that, actually. Let's jump over to view. We're going to nice up some of these pages. Here we go. Let's do it. Silent, hey, welcome. I don't know if you were... So I missed a few streams, but other people probably missed some streams too. So welcome either way. Echo Strike, where's your badge? Echo Strike's a sub. It's not showing on mine, so I don't know. Echo Strike's a 9-month, and on this screen it doesn't show it anymore because it didn't load the badge. Yeah, Echo Strike. Sorry, on my on my chat because I didn't refresh it. Here, I'm refreshing chat, so I'll be able to see it now. Okay. There we go. I'll be able to see your message now with your badge. I didn't refresh it in this window. I refreshed it elsewhere. So, yeah, I see Echo Strike's badge. It's the 9-monthers who I didn't get to see their badges. So, let's pick one of those views. So, pages. Which page do we want to take a look at? Let's go to... I have the site running. Yeah, it's right here. So I can either mess with this page, the All Channels page, or the Calendar page, and I think I'm going to mess with All Channels first. So let's take a look at All Channels, and we'll see what we can edit about it. So Channels Index, it's going to be this one right here. And is this including any JavaScript? It is not. So I'm going to go and do one of these and steal that code from myself, because apparently my section name is scripts, which I don't know why it doesn't auto-complete those for me. IntelliSense should really be able to find what that one is and help me out with it. How to get touch versus touch scroll and a scroll viewer to work independently without using the timer method. Silent, I do not know how to do that one off the top of my head. I have messed with that stuff before, but S&B is absolutely correct. The best place for that kind of discussion would be Discord, because that's a place where people can actually dig in and help you figure out what it is you're doing. Channels. So I'm just going to call it that for now. It's going to be channels index, and this is going to be our file where we're going to put our view code for now. JS. Let's create. Why isn't JavaScript file an option here? We're going to create a class called this, and we'll see what it does. Nope. Nope. Okay. Thanks, Resharper, for not doing what I wanted you to. Yeah, I don't want that. Thank you. You know what? I should have just copied the other file, now that I think about it, because I'm just going to do this anyway. Okay, so, let's call this channel list. So we're going to anchor our view onto whatever the root of this is. So right now we have it as a table, but I kind of feel like we're going to want more on this page than just a table. So let's put a div around this. ID equals channel list, and let's take this div and wrap it around our table. So there we go. Table, div. So there it is. We have that set up. So remember, view is anchored to this object. So everything inside of here can now get view binding on it. So we're going to take a look at what we can put in here. So a couple of things. So first off, we have a hard-coded structure in our HTML for what these columns are. So we have the channel name and the channel tags, and then the links and next stream, because this is like links to stuff and when their next stream will happen. That's hard-coded. Let me make sure I can tell that that's hard-coded when I see that data. So 2:34 is definitely not the start time, so that'll tell us that that's the case. Oh yeah, so what S&B is talking about is this. So previously what I had been doing was not specifying the version here, but we occasionally run into problems with that because version numbers fight a little bit. Part of the reason why they don't want you to hard code to a specific version is the fact that when a new one becomes available, it can immediately switch to it, and you can get all the security benefits from it. So they're technically right about that warning. Now, if you are in active development, it shouldn't technically matter. What I would like is if they would let me say, hey, this version or higher, which actually I think there is a way to do that, but I don't remember exactly what the syntax is for it, so we're not going to do it right now. Did I bork this somehow? Why is that have a squiggly on the table? Element end tag is missing closing angle bracket? What? No, it's not. No, it isn't. This is the closing angle bracket. What are you smoking? Anybody else seeing that? Look at that. That's definitely there. Where's our version? There's our zoom level. Okay. Apparently. Okay. So S&B, I will commit it with this so you don't get that warning. Or you can send it in separately if you want also. Either way is fine. Okay, so we are wired up with Vue now. So it's pulling in the channels here, but I want to be able to sort and make this list on my own. So let's stop pulling the data from the back end and start pulling it ourselves. So here's what we're going to do. We don't care about live statuses of these necessarily, not for this page at least. I want to make a collection of channels, so we're going to do that. We're going to say channels. Someone's going to want to be able to search based on some stuff. What stuff are they going to want to be able to search on? Search filter. Search filter is an empty string, right? What else do we want to have? Is loading data. We'll start that off true. Because we want it to be loading at the. We want to be able to say when it's loading data, so that people aren't like wondering about that. If they go here and there's no data to show, because there's a difference between 0 records and still loading records. Oh, the Reds are doing an afternoon game. Awesome. Well, good luck to the Reds. Sorry, Marlins. But, you know, I root for Ohio first. Okay, so mounted, if this.twitch ID, we don't want to do that. We want to, we don't need to do that one. We just need to fetch, so when it's loaded, we want to fetch channels. So we're going to make this be a fetch channels method. The only red I like is no, S&B, you like the red in the DevChatter logo too. Don't forget about that one. Oh, we're not switching to Rocket League right now. Okay, so this will be is loading data equals false. We're no longer loading data. This dot channels equals response dot data. That's what it is, right? S and B. Do you have so hang on. Let me ask the interwebs. The interwebs might have the answer. VueJS GraphQL. Person on the internet. VueJS calling GraphQL. Yeah, returns back the stuffs. Cool. Yeah, making a request. Okay, so hey, look, they're even using Axios, so that's going to be exactly the same. So we're going to call Axios post and then query, and then we pass in the thing. So this did an await on it, which doesn't match exactly with the way that we wrote it, but it's pretty similar all the same. I copied the whole thing, right? Except instead of res, I want to call this response, because I don't like calling it something other than response, really. Because that's what it is. So we're going to say await Axios post, and it's going to be /GraphQL. And the query, we don't want to ask for language, we want to ask for more than that. So let's take a quick look at the test client's just sample code in here, because it might have an answer for... No, it doesn't. Query, channel query. I think this might be more data than we want. So let's go to the UI, let's go to the playground for it. So we're going to go to the GraphQL playground, actually, now that I think about it, and we'll define what we want here. So this gets us back this data, which we don't want a single one. So we want to skip 0 and take like 20, we'll say. Do we need a channel ID? This pulls a specific channel. I don't want to pull a specific channel. So if I remove this, does this pull back all of them then? Oh, so I do have to specify the channels. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that one. Oh, right, yeah, that's how many streams to pull. Yeah. Well, in that case, I'll just pull one, because I just need to know their next stream for each one. Future streams, 1. What is this? What about the red in my S&B, you root for the Giants? Oh. Oh, that makes sense. Yep, that's a good reason. I root for the Rubber Ducks, as I know some people know. Skip to you want channels, not channel. Oh yeah. Good call. Channel ID is never used. Yep, I didn't use it because we got rid of that. Time zone is still going to be correct, I think. We'll see one. So who's got the next one? So no tags, no schedule, no future streams, and it works just fine. There's the Brandonius record that we've got in there. Do we want their schedule? Do I show their schedule? No, we show the next stream though. So I'm gonna remove schedule from this. Tags we want. Do we need their Twitch stuff? I don't think we do. What do we use the time zone for? Where does that get passed in? That's for how we render the local start time and local end time. Right. So that would be based on what we think the current user's time zone is, and we can bring that back. Alternately, I could send that in as UTC. Time zone name UTC. Time zone UTC ISO. Forget what that one's called. Time zone America / new _ York. Yes, this one. There we go. UTC. Is there one? Etsy UTC. UTC would just mean Etsy / UTC. So in theory, if I put this in this way also, that would bring it back in UTC. Yep, there it is. So that would put it in UTC, but there we go. Alright, so switched back to my time. My next stream is at 1 o'clock and on Saturday. Oh, if I don't specify my time zone, you're saying that it's going to give me back... You know what I could ask for? Instead of this, I could ask for the UTC start time and the UTC end time. RIP. Time zone, right there. Forgot to take it out of the query. So there we go. So the UTC start time and end time are there now. So the reason why I want to use the UTC start time and end time on that is that we are probably going to leverage something like, hang on, I need to wait for my brain to start working again. Moment.js. That's the one, Moment. So that should pull us the data we want. So channels, we want the ID, we want the name, we want the URI. We don't need the country code and time zone, actually, do we? Tags, future streams, there we go. So that's the data we want on this page. Do we need the URI? We don't need the URI. We're not going straight to the page from here. We're not going to have that shortcut. Sorry, everyone. No shortcuts for you. Okay, so that should work now. So how are we supposed to put this query in there? So query, how do you specify a query with variables then? The test client does it from But does it do it from JS at all? Oh, it does a post of this query, which is right here. Yeah, but that's a GraphQL library that's doing this. Whereas I have to do it from JavaScript, so I don't know how it's structuring these two pieces when it actually makes the post. There it is. So let's do this. So we're going to borrow this and jump back over to here. Okay, we don't need these curlies, because this is the call right here. We're going to actually put in our semicolon because we're, civilized here. So this is the query that we were just writing. That's the variables. So let's take a look over at, at our code here. These are our variables. So I could do it that way, but I like the syntax highlighting of this a little bit better. So there we go. We don't... What? Did I have channel ID in there? I don't need channel ID anymore. Okay, so we call that, and then our query is going to be this whole thing, apparently. So the query then has the word query in it, which is fine. So it looks like this. Let's see, query, channel query. We'll say, does that name matter? Name channel query, does that actually make a difference? Didn't think so. So this isn't, let's say, we'll call it get channels. And this is going to have to change to use, we're going to add to the variables because we are going to need to filter this at some point, because this is probably where we're going to add that in. So we're not doing get champion by name, we're saying this dot channels equals response dot, why is it data dot data? Well, we'll find out if that actually has it. This dot is loading data equals false. Whoops. Nuke that, because we don't need it. We don't need this either. Goodbye, other code. Goodbye, trailing comma. And just to make sure that we catch it, I'm just going to toss in the word debugger right there. Anything else we need to do to make this work? No, I think it's just going to work. Let's try it. Wait is only valid in an async function. Yeah. Thanks for that. I forget where you define that. Is that like that? There we go. And I guess I could fat arrow that thing instead of doing a function there. Okay. Connection refused. Oh, did I hardcode 4000? Yep, I did. I had previously adjusted that, and then when we grabbed the new one, I forgot to adjust the URL. So, sorry about that. I think you all might have heard that. Okay, there we go. So now we should be back, and we should have this data. So let's grab a console window, and we're going to see what happened with it. Whoops. No, it's just called channels. Okay. So channels is going to be the structure. So channels is going to be an array that we're going to have that's going to have those values. So we're just going to set it equal to channels. I think it's going to let me get away with that, but we're about to find out. Console. Let's bind our data and see what happens. So it's channel index right here, and the associated index page inside of channels. So it's right here. Cool, you failed to load ESLint. Awesome. Thanks, VS Code. Channel index. Yeah, this one. Why didn't you stay open? Okay. So we're skipping 0, taking 1. Data channels is loading false. Let's remove our debugger. What else do we need to do here? So on index.cshtml, we are going to yeah, S&B, the URL was absolutely wrong there, but that has been fixed. We need this to actually be bound to our data instead of the other data. So first off, let's get rid of the other data. Okay, there's no longer data on this page. So all of our C# code inside of this Razor file is going to be freaking out. And that's fine. We just need to get rid of this and that. So this is a single row now that we're going to have to adjust. So let's do this before we continue on much further. So we need to make a quick v4 on this. So I'm gonna go steal one of those. We're gonna do this here, except instead it's gonna be a tr instead of an li. tr. So this is gonna be channels. Channel, which is going to be that tr, and we are going to say the route is going to be how do I forget how I use it in there. It's not actually going to do it at runtime, so I can't reference it this way. Just remembered, can't do it that way, so we're going to have to do it like this. So it's going to be so we're on this page, so it's going to be going to /channel/details. So and then the number, right? Yeah. Oh, I can't remember how to do this. Is it like this? Channel.id. Wish I could remember the sequence for that one. And then this is going to be the name. Channel.name. Okay. This one, I need to display the tags, which we're going to do as a list eventually. I don't know what it's going to do if I just put it in there like that, so we're about to find out. So this is supposed to say go to channel. Did I get rid of the URI? No, I got rid of the URI. Okay, so that's actually going away. So we're getting rid of the direct link to the channel. Next stream. What's it called? So it's future streams. So channel future streams. The 0th one. I think JavaScript lets me get away with this. Oh, next stream is one of the ones that is in the query. That is a good point. You did make that, didn't you? Yes, it's just called next stream. And let's confirm that it works by hopping over into the playground real fast. Why is that still running? Oh, it has to have a subsection. Oh, right. Yeah. You're right, because it has to have when it is. Next stream, derp. See, it's a good thing I tested it out here. These variables are never used, so we need to remove them from there. Okay, so yeah, exactly. I still have to have those. Yep, I did put it back in because those are the actual objects of that query that I want, which is interesting because that means I no longer need the variables, which is kind of cool, actually. Okay, so there's our new one. So I was over here. We don't have to do future stream anymore. We can say next stream. Let's find out what it does with that. So the display on this one, right now we're just going to say, I'm just going to hard code it into tags and name. Cool. You don't need to have an extension method or anything for that. It's literally a tag, it's a table header. Okay. Funk. Alright, that's fine. Error compiling template. Interpolation inside attributes has been removed. Use vbind or the collision. Okay, it is complaining about that one. Thanks, Vue. Thanks for getting mad at me. It's okay, Vue. I forgive you. Oh, yeah, you're right. I might need to. And over here, I don't know why it's still giving me red lines about that, so it doesn't like my doing this, necessarily. So we'll do that, next stream UTC start line, and I think it's this it doesn't like, so I'm just going to do that for now, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Cannot read UTC start time of null. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. When I do that, it gets mad at me. Whoop, derp, vbind. Can I bind it to this? No, it doesn't like that either. So how do I want to map that? So I need to do something else about this then. I could potentially say, we'll say format start time. Channel.nextStream. Format start time will be a method inside of our VueJS. So methods. Format start time will be a function that takes in a UTC date. Hey Fixture Jake, welcome, greetings. S&B, yeah, I might be able to put in a ternary. That's essentially what I'm going to be putting here, kinda, sort of. Keeping in mind that I need to put it in their time zone as well, so we're not quite done yet, because we need to grab Moment.js to get it into the right time zone. So, still some challenge there. So we'll say if UTC date return UTC date not actually that's not a UTC date, that is a that's a different variable. That's a stream something or other. That's a stream session. So that would be UTC start time. Otherwise, we're going to return no streams, none scheduled. This, we're going to say to do show in correct time zone. Okay, cool. So we didn't show the name, but we did show the correct next stream and none scheduled part. That's nice. Channel and channels. We didn't show channel.name, huh? Or channel.tags. Is that because their name and tags? Yes, their name and tags. Clearly their name and their tags, and then you know how JavaScript works, and that is that one should have stuff, this one should not. So format tags, we'll say for now. It's not ideal, but it'll make it work, and then we can figure out a better way to do it later. Format tags is a function. Why am I getting a phone call? I don't get phone calls. Hang on 1 second. So format type. Wait, what? Why do I have 2 of these? Oh man, what is going on in chat? That sounds fun, Fixture Jake. Oh, I remember linear algebra. That has been quite a few years, though. Wait, what? Oh, comma. Derp. Alright. On this one, we're going to say tags. So we want to do, if we have tags, otherwise it's just going to be a dash for now. Let's say tags, where's the, forget how to do this. Yeah, there we go. Join but with a separator is what I want. Separator. So you just got it. So you just specify the separator. That'll work. And we're gonna make it be a comma. Now here's the question. The tags object we pull back, they have a name. So I need to tags map, right? And I need to say tag name. So we're gonna join the tag names together with a comma space. Right? Yeah, that looks correct. Oh, let's see if I worked that. Oh, okay, no tags on DevChatter apparently, which is surprising. I guess it doesn't have any tags? I thought it had tags. C#, JavaScript. What else do we do on here? I speak in English. We do web development. It's probably enough stuff. Does that work? No, it doesn't work still. Okay. RIP. Let's just make a new channel then. New channel 1. We don't have a restriction on matching URIs, so that's going to be that one. This is Australia. Hooray! Eastern Australia time? Sydney? Maybe that's what it's called? I don't know what a valid time zone is there. JavaScript. And web development. .NET Core, ASP.NET Core. Oh yeah. We use Vue. Sounds good. Let's try and save that. Is this seriously busted? Are you kidding me? Did we seriously break this page? Responded with a 500. What is going on? Derp. I guess I'm gonna run the site and find out what we broke somewhere else. Could you use VF in the template? Yes, I can use VIF in the template for whether or not we're gonna display it or whether we're gonna show the none thing. And if we want to have a variance instead of the string, that is absolutely the way we would do it. I am just trying to make this function right now. We can make it nice later. Why did that not save? I was about to run this in this mode, which to do that I want to stop the... Well, no, I don't have to stop the existing site. When I do a debug and it was doing a run without debugging, it'll automatically do that for me, so no need. Oh, that's annoying, S&B. I know it was working before. We must have borked it when we were messing around in that code, which is kind of disappointing. New channel 1. Australia. Sure, I'm in Sydney. Honest. C#, JavaScript, web development, English, VueJS, .NET Core. Save. And I want to go to the channels controller. Channel controller. This one. And the post, which should be right here. That gets us here. Let's take a look at what's happening. Okay, we bomb... Oh, okay, so we're bombing when we call out to Twitch. Maybe that's because new channel 1 doesn't exist? Must be. So we will do nothing if that is null so that we don't bomb there, and then that's the only thing that we use that for, is just that. Okay. So we're basically going to say that's a nullable Twitch channel because some streams might not actually have Twitch. So we technically should handle that case. I don't know if we do everywhere. Fixture Jake, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Southern Virginia. Nice. Twitch.tv/DevChatter. Australia, not Austria. Although, actually, if I do Austria, then I don't have a lot of time zones to choose from, so it's a little faster. Austria, congratulations on having fewer time zones. You win. Web development. English. Okay. Alright, we're in here. Actually, let's make sure we put in that there. It is a new channel. Twitch channel ID. Yeah, that's where it bombs. Okay. Model.twitch is not null. Then go ahead and save it. We do have to handle the what if this isn't an actual Twitch channel. Maybe I should just put someone real in there, but I guess then I would own their account, and that's just silly. It's a development database, so I guess it doesn't matter. You know what, just in case, for each channel tags, instead of doing that, we'll do that. Just in case. Actually, I'm going to do the same thing down here. Oh, right, I can do that. Derp. I should be doing that. That is a very good point. Thank you, thing. I absolutely did not need to do that code. I can do that code. Okay. Which actually is a good point. I should be able to do this one too. Maybe I just have to specify the ID. I should look at that. Should definitely look at that. Alright, so new channel 1 exists, but what about new channel 2? How about Germany? Germany has multiples. You sons of... Okay, does it make it? Good. Alright, can I edit it too? C# JavaScript. Looks like it did not succeed there. C# JavaScript. What happened? What went wrong? So, no Twitch channel. Come in here. Maybe I really can't do that. Well, let's catch everything. Drop a breakpoint down here. Find out what's happening. So we're gonna catch... Really? You're not gonna put in a... No. Okay. Am I misremembering the syntax for this? Alright, screw it. We're just going to catch all exceptions in here. You gotta love how your brain just stops working sometimes. Always the fun part of coding. Something, something, dark side. We'll go to Ukraine. That sounds great. Hello, Ukraine. Welcome. So we have no matching Twitch channel. That's fine. So we insert into the database, we get ID 2004. We create channel permissions for the user. We insert those permissions. We don't have a Twitch record to add in, so now we should, in theory, insert the tags unless that's what's broken. Okay, so the problem is channel tag doesn't have a key or an ID property, but it's about to. Oh, it can't. Okay. That's right. It can't. which is why Simple CRUD can't do it, and that's why I had it like that to begin with. Well, you win, thing. You win. As usual, you win this round, Visual Studio. I will go back to doing my stuff. You go back to doing yours. Hey, Crimson. It is not rigged, I promise. The best part is when I... wow, that's hilarious. That is March of last year. That quote is a year old now. People were claiming that one of the games that our bot plays is rigged, and I was like, it's not rigged. You were here when I swear it's not rigged. Like you were all here. Like you saw the creation of this. All right. Whew. Yeah, delete these. We don't need them. Delete, delete, delete. New channel 1. Actually, what country do we want? We need to go somewhere. We'll go to the Philippines. That sounds like it'll have a time zone that is definitely not ours. Well, it must have bombed. Still bombing. Get your breakpoints in the right place there, Brendan, before you click the button. Okay. That's true, the Michael Jolly, but it is committed to GitHub. You can go look at the code. You can go see the... I guess I could be running a different version than what you think I'm running, because I could have a different working copy locally. So, yeah, alright, that's fair. It's not rigged, but it could be. You win. You win. It could be rigged. It's not rigged, but I technically could rig it if I wanted to. I don't know why I would. The channel IDs aren't set. There's the problem. Channel IDs on these are not set. Where did this data come from? I set it equal to model.id. That is wrong. It is supposed to be set equal to ID. So whenever that happened is when that stopped working. So whenever we did that, this one should work, though. Fixed. It could be rigged, yeah. Let's see. Help, quote. Quote, add. There you go. Quote added. Do, 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 do. Create new channel. With that address, and we're going to the Bahamas. Congratulations. We're going to the Bahamas! Okay. This time I've learned my lesson. I'm going to walk through regardless. Okay, 2008. Tags should be set. Let's have a look at what a tag looks like. A single tag has 2008 as a value and 1 as the ID. There we go. New channel, edit. It has tags. Hooray. Can I add tags to a channel that doesn't have them? JavaScript. English. 1 second, someone. Thank you very much for that follow. .NET Core. VueJS. Gonna save that list. Get rid of that breakpoint. Continue on. Hope that it worked. It sure appears to have worked. We don't have any tags listed here, but we're gonna find out why. Let's run this real fast. There are tags now. Okay, so it actually comes back with an array of tag objects that have names. So maybe that's what I butchered about it. How did I handle that? Let's take a look. So I treated this as a tags. I mapped the... I said take the tag and grab the name off of the tag. Effectively naming the thing that. I'm gonna toss a debugger in there. We're gonna take a look at it. Obsolete, welcome. Thanks for that follow. Much appreciated. Riley Dom, you missed me admitting to the fact that I could rig my bot if I wanted to. I don't rig the bot, but I would be capable of doing it were I in such a need. And we're going to the Bahamas, yeah. Oh, man. That is Chatosaurus celebration right there. I don't know why we're going to the Bahamas, but we totally are. Okay, so I need to have this up and running so that when I reload this page... What? Why am I not hitting that debugger? Did I not save that page? Did I not save? Maybe I didn't save. No, it's right there inside of format tags. Okay. Well, I don't know then. I saved it this time. I'll just drop a regular style breakpoint there then. Okay, so we definitely get in there. Down in my console, that gets me an array that looks like that. That makes sense. Oh my god, I didn't return it. Oh, you son of a... Alright, everyone. Hang on. Derp. We'll just leave that derp there to cover up the screen while I fix this error. What are you talking about? There were derps in the way. No one saw me fix that. So if you ever feel stupid because you missed a silly thing, don't worry. We all do it. I was like, why isn't that displaying? That should be right. That's the right code for that. Hang on. Is that how you do it? Nope, apparently not. Oh yeah, it was truly a derp. And welcome, MCoz Tunic, MC Oz. Yeah, I am apparently missing where the breaks are in that word because I'm not figuring it out. But welcome all the same, and I apologize for butchering your name. Curious to see how tags is done. Is it Lucene based? No, we're not. Yeah, we don't actually have a Lucene .NET setup right now or anything like that. We just have the structure in there. We plan on doing something like that in the long run, but we are not yet. So it's just basic tag filtering, so simple tag objects, Riley. So, nothing fancy on our tags yet. Okay, what do we want to do for the loading? So, what is this? VIF is loading. Is that what we called it? Is loading data. Yep, it definitely says loading data while we're waiting back there. We should correct here, Riley Dumb. This is how the pros do stuff in their spare time on side projects. Not necessarily how we actually do it elsewhere. If you want to see that, you'd actually have to work on a project with me. Hey Mobabo, welcome. There is some slight difference there. Which actually, I'm wondering whether or not we should have the headers there as a separate thing. Well, either way, we'll leave it like this for now. Okay, so what do we want to do? Instead of this, we're going to have those be calculated fields. So we're going to say calculated. And it's going to be... No, we can't calculate them that way, because that's not... Yeah, because they're rows. Never mind. This is the way we're doing it. It's a well-structured solution. Yeah, S&B's correct. We do use a reasonably well-structured solution here. We are using VueJS, Mobabo. Yeah. The Razor page aspect of it is probably the most confusing part, to be honest. The fact that we have them both, I should say. Because this is just VueJS code here, using those to do a loop of the table rows here. Oh, that's not right, is it? I need to actually put in the real value there. Hang on. My brain stopped working when I was doing this earlier. Yeah, how do I interpolate a thing inside of a thingy? You vbind the href. That's what it is. Right? Oh, yeah, that's if I wanted to bind the whole thing to that, but I don't want to... Oh, I guess I can. I'll do it that way, and, but then this isn't a... But then that doesn't work. I don't remember how you do that. Why isn't my brain working on that? Oh, I should let you guys see what I'm doing. I was on the other screen and didn't even think about that. You need to use vbind. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So once I'm inside of a vbind, I can just put it in there. Okay, got it. So then just treat it like a string. BG Ricky, hey, welcome back. Oh, 9 months. You have a new sub badge, BG Ricky. Check it out. Your adolescent Chatosaurus now has a grabber. Yeah. I was doing that at breakneck speed. Okay, so let's do href, and we will say inside of here, single quote to that, and then plus channel.id. ID? ID. Something I should mention about that. Okay, those are working good. So I did a little thing here. So for a lot of the tags inside of Vue, there's a shorthand for them. So this little trick here, using the colon, that is exactly the same as if I did, if I could type vbind on that. So this will have the same behavior. So now when I run this, you'll see it's there as well. So you don't actually need to, if you're just binding a property, you can actually just put the colon there. Yeah, so anyone that is wondering, this is the cool thing that that I was just talking about with, whoops, not that. Oh, do I not have it open? I might not have it open. You open up a new chat window. BG Ricky, say something. Type anything in the chat. Doesn't matter. Just type a thing. There we go. So that little guy, the 9-month subscriber badge right there. Yeah. So, pretty good. I like that thing. The wait, it let you send the same message twice? Maybe there was a long enough gap between them that it allowed it. I shouldn't let anyone see the fact that I was just drinking, you know, Coke Zero. Okay, this needs a couple of commits. We're not committing the new stuff just yet. So those are our changes. Step 1, we're gonna commit this. Remove explicit version from ASP.NET Core app. Okay.
Developers,
Welcome, developers from Ed's stream. Hopefully you had a fantastic time with a bit of Blazor today. I just want to know, Ed, has the state changed? Does anyone know? Has the state changed? Quick, I need some help. We're being raided. Where are my subs with the hype emotes? I'll do some of my own. Thanks, Krim. All right, so fix channel editing bug. This is not the correct branch, so I'm going to new branch myself over to tag filtering. That's what we're on. Did I merge my branch? I merged that branch, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Create a new branch off of this one, create the branch. Okay, and then this one is loading channel data client side from view. There we go. Welcome, sequel Mr. Magoo and Coated Beard and Janisku. Welcome, welcome. Goran, greetings. Welcome all the Blazor people. Glad to have you here. You will be relatively comfortable with some of our stream, as we do both C# and JavaScript here. The C# will feel very familiar. We're also using Razor Pages for all of our pages in our site. We do .NET Core. We do a lot of live coding here on DevChatter, 4 days a week, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. What else do we want to mention? All right, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Svats or something like that. Svats. Welcome. Thanks for that follow. Much appreciated. If I'm butchering your name horribly, just let me know. Yes, S&B. Everyone here is a cool kid. That's pretty much how it works. You show up to DevChatter if you are a cool kid. So, welcome. Glad you're all here. For those of you that don't know, Ed is another streamer. The guy that just rated us, seems pretty obvious. And Ed does Blazor stuff over on his channel. Hence the little Blazor power gloves and all the Blazor comments here in chat. So if you want to find out what's going on with Blazor at any given point, I do recommend you check out Ed's stream, as you will find out a lot about that. Because he's pretty much, his stream is like, here's what's going on in the world of Blazor at any given time. Next thing I need to do is fix what I did a moment ago. So, git checkout dev git pull git checkout benric / tag filtering. Get rebase onto dev, just in case. Okay. Now we'll push it up. Thanks, S&B. Much appreciated. So if you are new here, welcome. We are a, as I said, we're a stream that's pretty open and friendly. Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes sense, Ed. That makes sense. You can find all of our code for any of the projects we work on here over at github.com/devchatter, including this project we're working on today, which is our community live streaming site. So essentially, we want to have a website that will help you find channels that are streaming about stuff. So, for example, we will eventually, like, you know, not on the dev site where it's just my local data that I nuke all the time, but you will find Ed's channel, Ed Charbonneau, listed right here, and, you know, you'll see a tag for Blazor listed here, and the goal being that you could then filter down tags so that you see only channels that do Blazor stuff, and you're going to see Ed right in that list. So that is part of the idea there, is make a place where you can actually find channels you want to watch. So, that's what we're working on. And welcome. If you have questions, or if I'm doing something stupid, feel free to yell at me. It happens from time to time. That is one of my favorite things about live streaming, is that when I live stream something, it's not like a demo where I've got like everything scripted out and I know exactly how it's all going to work. I'm kind of figuring it out as I go, so I will make mistakes all the time, which shows people the real world instead of leaving everybody sitting there thinking, oh man, I'm terrible, I can't do this, which is pretty much what happens if you watch too much pre-recorded content. Because pre-recorded stuff, you know, tends to lack most of the mistakes and doesn't look real, and is really just helps fuel the imposter syndrome that plagues our industry. So, yes, show in the correct time zone, but luckily there's a Z on there so you can at least tell it's that time right now. Okay, how do we want to filter based on tags? We need like some kind of a search box at the top, right? Some kind of something or other. Let's ask the internet. What's a tag filtering search box look like? I probably shouldn't click on view images on the internet, should I? Google image search is a very dangerous thing. Now I want to do tag. So I could use the same like tag box that we have now. You know what? We could use the same one. Maybe we'll do that. That's actually a reasonable idea. So let's grab this from our other pages. Because we use it somewhere else. We have a multi-select component that we're using. Where do we use it? It is on the edit page. Right here. Not time zone. This is, yeah, channel selection. So it's this multi-select control here. So a multi-select component that we can try adding in and see what happens with it. Do we put this inside of a form, I wonder? Might be the way we want to do it. Is the imposter syndrome really common? I think I see the opposite more often. Yeah, depends on who you talk to, but yes. There's definitely some of both there, Fuel Stable. I search for calendar anything. Yeah, exactly, Fuel Snable. Doesn't matter how mundane the thing is you're searching for, there's always that chance when you click image into image search that you're gonna get some result you really didn't want to get. So, yeah. You gotta be careful. Okay, so we pulled that value. That's that one. And then we also want to pull in this component at the back end of this. So we'll tell it we're using this component. And there's the inclusion of the component as well. So we're going to tell it, hey, we have this component, this is what it is. Wow, why aren't these next to each other? That's weird. Selected tags. And that should be all tags. And then is loading tags. There we go. So selected tags, tags, and is loading tags are the ones we need. And where is it? Fetch tag search. There it is. So tag search is going to be a function, a method that we're going to have available to us inside of here. So tag search will have a filter that will pass in. Welcome, Goran Hal, and I apologize if I butchered your name, but thanks for following, much appreciated. I think you were one of the people that swung on over from the Ed Charbonneau Blazer stream. Speaking of which, I'm going to see Ed. Hey, you still in here? Crimson, are you still in here? You both here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ed's still here. Hey, Ed, did you want to... okay, good. Ed and Crimson are here. Hey, did you guys want to watch Avengers Endgame with me? Like later this month? Maybe on the Friday? Like Friday it comes out. You guys want to watch that? Maybe in the afternoon. Yeah, on the 26th. That sounds good. All right, sweet. I'll see you there, Ed and Crimson. Oh yeah, it's a good plan. Maybe an event that's got like 1,000 some developers at it. That sounds like a good plan, Ed. Let's do that. I don't know who else. I just realized I was like, oh hey, that's funny. I'm gonna see Ed later this month, and then I was like, oh yeah, Crimson's gonna be there too. So, no, actually, yes, be we're gonna be at the same conference that screens the movie at the end of it. So, do you have one of these? It's hard to see because it's green and thus it's invisible, but I have these stickers that say I'm coding. It's very derpy. See? Yes, Sarah, you will be able to join us for the movie as well. Yeah, I actually have a bunch of DevChatter stickers. I have both large and small ones of different stuff. I've got like derpy I'm coding ones and some Hello World ones. Lots of good stickers. If people run into me in person at any developer events, I always have stickers on me. So just yell at me for stickers if you want DevChatter stickers, because I have them. So we're gonna pass up this to get tags. That'll get us our tags. Selected tags will be the ones that we have selected. Is loading tags false? It must just use that on the... Must just use that over here, right? Loading. Is loading tags. Yeah, okay. So we gave it that property for that. Tag search there. Yeah, okay. I think that'll work. That may have to be in a form, though. We'll find out. Only one way to find out, and that's pretty much just to run it. I mean, we could also go look it up, but that's no fun. Oh, yeah. No, this is not inside the div. That was derpy, Brendan. That was derpy. Put the multi-select inside of the div if you want it to actually work correctly, instead of just breaking everything. Tags is loading. Tag search. Tags is loading. Selected tags, tag search. We have that. Show no results false. Is loading tags. Wait. Alright, Vue, what do you think the problem is? Cannot read property default of undefined. Oh! 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 Oh, this is a derp. Derp. This is a massive derp. I bet someone's yelling at me about this already. I hope someone's yelling at me about that already. When you see that and you're like, oh yeah, that's not going to work at all. Oh, man. To anybody people still here, your NuGet packet, which the show is live. Oh, cool. Yeah, that was a nice derp. So we have a new error, but this error should be a real one. Oh, yeah, there is no model tags, is there? Selected tags, that's the one. Because there is no model. Okay, I don't want that stretching the whole length. We're gonna need to fix that, but that's fine. How did we limit it before? We did a little div around it with a div and a label. Okay, I can do that. That should work actually. Whoops. Tags. We need some kind of buffer here. Which for now I'm just going to do this. Div. So we're going to put all this inside of this div. Because I want to make this be our section that is what is this? This is like here for now we're gonna do this. So there's gonna be a little search section. Actually, you know what? Maybe I pull this. And then just with that in there. Find channels, tags, channels. Okay, there we go. Alright, Origin excuse me, package took hours to get validated. Thanks, Goran. Yeah, I love the music. We're actually listening to Relax Daily. I've been listening to Relax Daily actually for like 2014, so 5 years now. So quite a while. Ralph name something about the dog, but I don't know what you want me to shorten your name to, but greetings. Yes, I do web development. We don't really do much PHP on the stream here. You can chat with some people in our Discord, as SNB mentioned, because we do have some people that do PHP in our DevChatter community. Most of what you're going to see on our stream here, in terms of the server-side development, is going to be .NET Core in C#. So you're going to see ASP.NET Core. For the front-end code, we do mostly JavaScript, though I might do some TypeScript. I've been doing a little bit on the side, not here on the stream just yet, but we might do some TypeScript, and once Blazor stabilizes more, which we're going to find out when it's super stable from Ed Charbonneau, because he's going to come in here and he's going to yell at me, and he's going to be like, hey, Brendan, why aren't you using Blazor in your stream yet? We will put it somewhere. We talked a long time ago about doing some Blazor for some little side stuff, but I just worry about having to update it too frequently, so that's why we have not put it in any of our projects yet. Certainly I'd be willing to do some Blazor as like a little throwaway project, but nothing that's going to be a long-term community project here on DevChatter, so that's essentially the idea there. Okay, so C#, yep, okay, so we can select tags. So when tag selection changes, okay, so since we have this, I now want to modify our next thing, so we can select tags. Let's make that do something. So selected tags, we need to watch this value now. So what is it's watch, and forget how you do the watch on this. It's something like this. I don't remember the syntax. View, give me a hand on my watching syntax, please. Watch. Yep, you specify the property name that you want to watch and then the function. Okay. I was doing it right. I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy. Selected tags, function, which I could fat out of this, but I'm not going to. So our selected tags, we're going to watch that, and when we change our selected tags, we're going to do this. We want to call fetch channels with filters. Fetch channels, filters. What's our filters? Ooh, search filter's a bad name. I just noticed that. That's going to cause us a problem. Oh, never mind. It should be fine. We just won't have it on there then. Okay, so here's the problem. I don't want selected tags to be its own thing anymore. I want this to be filters. Filters is going to have selected tags in it. So when selected tags changes, we need to rerun this. We can set this to have like previous and current value and things like that. Have a good one, Dame Hund. Emer. I don't know what Emer means. So something on like on the dog or something. I don't know. If I knew what that word was, I'd be able to translate what your name is. Kind of like we got Stoolpenner in here frequently, which always gets anybody that speaks German to laugh. Because it's a weird name to have for yourself on here. Let's call it search filters. So we'll say search filters.selected tags is now what it is. Search filters.selected tags. There it is. So that's the property we're now setting. So when we do this search, we want to be able to use that as a variable in here. Oh, always on the dog. Hey, thank you everyone. See? There you go. They solved my problems for me. You gotta love chat. Thanks everyone in chat. Appreciate it. Alright, let's close that out of the way. C#. So that's our search for the tags. When I click that, do I get the other one? No, we didn't do our other one. No, okay, it's not watching and adjusting that value, is it? Let's find out. Did it get changed? Root object, search filter, selected arrays. Oh, yeah, okay. It is modifying the values, but I remember a complexity about this. VueJS watch array. Is this a JS fiddle of it? Thank you, dude. Because I need it to do this, I think. Oh, that's no longer a thing. That's the problem. Is it? So we're gonna watch the search filters. Deep watch. Watch. Handler deep. Yep, that's the one we want. So we're going to watch search filters. That's the way you have to write it for this, because we want it to actually search down, like, for internal changes and not just the surface level ones. Network tab. So when I search, it's not doing it. Why is it not catching that? Sources. Fetch channels. Yeah, okay. Handle error. What error? Current value, previous value. Why does the old value claim to have the same things as the new value? To be honest, I didn't care what the old values are and the new values. So I don't really need those. Now here's the question. Without the deep part, does it catch these? No, it doesn't. So yeah, that's what I need there in order for this to actually catch. When I click one of those. But it doesn't seem to run this method. So I catch it the first time through, and it doesn't call it. Does it not like the fact that it was called async? Alright, let's try that. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe it doesn't like the fact that this function's not async. And I didn't do this. Okay. No, it doesn't like that at all. Oh, son of a gun! That was the problem the whole time. I'm an idiot. This dot. Oh, God. Oh, derp. 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 Oh, man, that was good. I was like, why isn't that working? That should totally be working. Okay, catch that. And into the next one. There we go. So did I actually need to async and await that? Probably not. So if I'm watching the network tab and I clear all this out. Yep, that's making the queries to GraphQL. Awesome. Alright, perfect. So it is making the changes when we make changes to the tags we've selected. It goes and re-requests the data, which is what we want to see. So make new requests for the data when it does that. Which means we just need to wire this up to actually use these filters. So get channels needs some variables on it. Query on the tags, right? Something about the tags. Now, I don't know GraphQL well enough to do this just yet, but I'm going to try to figure it out. Whoops. And to do that, I'm going to head over to here. Open up the GraphQL project. See what's available to. Well, actually, now that I think about it, doesn't this like tell me everything that's like here? So there's no way of filtering the tags, it looks like. Ah, stop it, Brendan. Stop hitting that button. That's not an editor window. That's in a browser. Ed, have a fun time at Codestock. I will not see you there. I'm not making it. Hopefully it's a good time. Yeah, Riley Dom, I do the exact same thing. I will say derp all the time when I mess stuff up, whether I'm on stream or not. They totally are derps. It's so easy to just derp something here and again. Okay, so it looks like what I need to do is alter the tags field on this. Well, no, because that would filter the tags themselves. I need to filter the whole thing based on whether it's got tags if I want to go this route. If I want to go the route of using GraphQL for it, we need to figure that one out. Okay, well. Adding tag selection to the channel list. Yeah, I think that ought to work. Okay. Huh. Alright, well, a couple of things I want to do here. First off, I want to remind everyone that if you haven't yet, you should check out our Discord. It's a great place to chat with other developers, and that all of our source code is out at github.com/devchatter. As you probably know, we merged in a pull request from S&B earlier today, and that was out at this project right here, our DevStreams project. So if you want to contribute to this project or just take a look at the source code, you can find it all at github.com/devchatter. And additionally, I should mention to everyone that we have archives of our videos here in the video section on Twitch, link up at the top, or you can check out our full archive of all of our videos, all like 180 some episodes. If you want to find pretty much all of those, they're over on YouTube at youtube.com/c/devchatter. Links in the chat as well as down below the stream. And the other thing I want to mention, feel free to follow me on Twitter. I'm at Brendonius, as my name is Brendan. And you can also follow just the DevChatter Twitter account. I don't post much there, and it's mostly just stuff about when the stream is going to happen. So if you want like just DevChatter stuff, you can follow that stream as well, that Twitter account as well. And then let's see. Click a couple of buttons here. This button, because I want to click this button. There we go. We'll do this. Okay, and yeah. So anyone that's new here, my name is Brendan, and the channel that I host here is DevChatter, and we usually stream 4 times a week on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, which means our next stream will be this Saturday at about 1 p.m., and that's 1 p.m. Eastern Time in the US, so if you want to figure out what that time is for you, roughly speaking, subtract 1 hour and 40 minutes, and that's around when the stream is going to start on Saturday. I look forward to seeing you all for that one. Don't go anywhere, though, because I do want to set us up for a raid, and I also want to roll our credits to thank everybody for, everything they did today. We will be streaming on Saturday, so should be fun. I want to make sure that I thank everybody that supported the stream today, including S&B, Crimson Green, the Michael Jolly, for the biddies cheering today. It was a nice fight over the gold medal. And Crimson Green and S&B for hanging out and helping to moderate the channel today. And Eds showed up as well. I want to thank our followers that we got, these lovely people, as well as these 4 subscribers and resubs that we got from Coated Beard, Crimson Green, Echo Strike, and BG Ricky. Today we also put live our 9-month subscriber badge, so some good stuff in there, and I want to make sure I thank Ed for raiding us today. That was an awesome raid, and we appreciate all of the attention that we got from everybody that came over from Ed's Blazer stream. It was quite fun. We appreciate it. So hang on now, because we are going to raid the Michael Jolly, so do me a favor, and when we head on over there, make sure you say hi from DevChatter. When we get into the Michael Jolly channel, don't just leave. After you say hi and interact with the stream a little bit, then if you want to stick around, cool, hang out, watch a stream. If not, that's fine too. It's all up to you, but at least hang around for the raid, and I will see you all next time on Saturday. Happy coding, everyone, and take care.